So we open with the Braxton hybrid getting home to her beat up BF. So he's downplaying the beatdown, and then she tells him, well, your brothers came to see me. She said, don't worry, I ran your brothers over with the luggage cart. So he says, I don't care about what my brothers think. They may not want us to be together, but I'm in love with you. Oh, that's right. So she asked him, was it a bet? And he's like, no, remember you met my sister at the airport. She encouraged me to talk to you. That's right, she put them together. And she ain't like that. So no, it wasn't nobody's bet. They were just saying anything to rip you two apart. Lord, at Casa de Big Bone Sissy, we got Calvin putting on a paisley shirt for a date. He looks so good in a floral. Oh, Lord! The Big Bone Sissy mad that Calvin moved his peeping chair. So he's moving on from Sabrina. I think you should. It's just not there for her. It might be there for you, but it ain't there for her. Let her get tattoo neck. She wants to deal with skid marks, not sharing sex toys. So Maurice say maybe it is for the best. She wants something more rugged. I think Calvin and the Big Bone Sissy need to go on and get together. So the Big Bone Sissy says, I'm tired of you and Sabrina. Leave me out of it. And Calvin says, fine. And sachets away, honey. I mean, that was RuPaul Drag Race. Bring it to the runway. Oh, God. So Andy gets home to a bunch of flowers from Gary. All good. She called the management company and she said, could you get these flowers? They ain't for me. Okay, so now here come the night doorman to get the flowers. Child, even the doorman knows she got a messed up love life. He's like, you know, me and my girlfriend argue, but it's nothing like what you've got going on. Big building with a small staff, honey. People are talking and squawking all about you. He said, oh, don't worry about it. Mr. Phelps in the penthouse is the biggest story. What's his story? I don't know. What type of half-baked plot line is Tyler gonna shove down our throats today? Oh my God, Andy, you did not just say, I don't think this man should be flirting with me because he's married. Meanwhile, you are getting rid of the flowers from your adulterer. Are you for real? Oh, child, he said, oh yeah, Mr. Phelps told me you were dating a married man and he was arrested. So that's an interesting thought, Andy. Fascinating. He know all your business. Oh, God, the wife was at the building handing out flyers with the picture on it, calling her the mistress du jour. Oh, Lord, so now we find out the guy that's the doorman, his pappy is the one in the penthouse. Andy said, I need to learn how to keep my mouth shut. And you do. Now we got Zach arriving at Fatima the Stallions. So now Zach and Fatima are having a romantic moment. He's thanking her for pushing him. Child, the second he started talking about his ex, Fatima said, Shh. Don't say that. Don't nobody want to hear about Kern. Meanwhile, across town, Kern and Ern are together, having another boring evening. So she asking him, how does he abstain? Well, you saw his crazy butt wife, and she wasn't cute. Abstaining is easy in a situation like that. So he says, well, sex changes the relationship. People become more possessive, more eager, and I feel that should come with a commitment. Like you committed yourself to credit card fraud because I know you stole her coin. I bet you he got the information when that heifer rented that hotel room for them. Oh, God, he gonna tell her I ain't giving you no dick till we get married? You gotta test drive that joker. What if he don't know what he doing? What if he gives you bacterial vaginono? That's a no-no. You don't even know if he keep himself clean. You gotta inspect that car and take it for a test drive before you purchase. So back at the Braxton hybrid, she's still nursing the cowboy back to health. We are not 40 minutes into the episode and ain't nothing happened. Thank goodness I got a Housewives bumper on deck. This is a 2-minute review. They didn't give us anything. Where's the Big Bone Sissy? So she tells Preston he can move in since he can't go back home. He said, but what about Zach and the butt liquor? She said, look, you let Zach in here more than I do. I be leaving him at the door. And the butt liquor ain't coming back. He said he paid a whole rent. Girl, she asked how long you staying so that she could get her shopping together. You paying the whole... It'd be nice to save some money, but you know... I think men that pay the whole rent only exist in Tyler Perry movies. So Karen ain't able to hold on. She's like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna need to fuck it first before I marry it. And I agree. He keep telling her it's gonna be worth it, it's gonna be worth it. Was it worth it to Fawn? This is a shitty boo-boo ass episode. This episode is a skid mark. Oh, Aaron said, are you thinking about your ex? Cause you sure reminisce about sex and we ain't had none. Oh, he said, Karen, you calling out Zach's name in your sleep, not talking in her sleep. By and by, she will connive. Does she know she's talking in her sleep? Oh, that was a good Tony Braxton song. The affair. Okay, he's caught. What do I do? What do I say? I feel ashamed, embarrassed, fatigued. Such a petty crime. Sexual indiscretions. And oh, that took me back. Aaron said, was he that good? People acting like $5 for 2 Whoppers is a deal. You know they cost like 68 cents to make and that ain't real beef. Girl, boom. Lord, so the next morning Fatima's hair done changed because she got it wet. Come on, this is another wig. Ain't nobody believing your hair looks like this after a shower. So she called Karen to get her hair together. Oh God, so Karen filled out the police report to have Zach picked up. It was as we get to the end of this inconsequential episode. Oh God, Sabrina's like, you're really not gonna call me? Why do you want to share your vibrator? Why? Brina called the Braxton hybrid. She says, I have a problem. Calvin hasn't called me back. She said, that's not a problem, it's a blessing. And she right. Child, so the episode ends with Zach getting arrested. I mean, they didn't give us shit. Lord, we gonna start the episode with Grand Drag screaming for Sweetie. Best fiends. Now, we just had a whole episode where Kim was jumping up and down saying she wasn't racist, but at the beginning of this episode, she's asking, where's Sweetie? And their father looks at her and says, that's your gal. I would have fired her a long time ago. Candy, that's your friend. Oh God, now we got Phaedra learning about the mortuary business that she didn't do anything with. Maybe she just wanted to bury her law career at cost. Oh goodness. Now we gotta watch Phaedra embalm a dummy. See, everybody's like, I want Phaedra back, I want Phaedra back. Phaedra didn't have a plot line and only a few reads that she purchased from Cadillac Kimberly. Shout out to Caddy Kim. Lord, Peter talking about nobody's getting into this affair with jeans on. It's black tie. Honey, it's Atlanta and Bravo. You ain't got black tie pull. I ain't pulling out a tie for you. You getting a Hawaiian shirt and a short short. You'll be lucky if I put on a sneaker. It could be a flip-flop affair. You are not worth getting dressed up for. So Cynthia pops up behind Peter while he's using her credit card, and he's like, you can't be sneaking up on me while I'm stealing from you. Well, siphoning. Oh, God, he need to borrow $1,000 from her for their own. Ooh, you panty waste. You wimp. You are pathetic. Oh, my God. Penelope Thomas Bailey. Cynthia said, we got to cut back. I ain't got $1,000 for your butt. Oh, Lord. Peter gonna say to please the people we roll with, it's got to be done a certain kind of way. Why you trying to keep up with the Joneses when you got the Browns coin? You got that Watkins money. Oh, God. Cynthia said after the crash and burn of Uptown, I just can't trust Peter's dreams anymore. Oh, God, there's going to be a Bentley limousine picking you up that you can't afford. Cynthia's looking at him like, you idiot. He gonna say it's a gift from my friend Mark. Yeah, you're getting it at 50%. That's why you need that $1,000 so you can floss. Ooh, Cynthia, you should not have married this fool. Oh, God, he said when the limo come pick us up, I don't want Mal in it. Ha! Now I'm with you, Peter. Mal would find a way to fart up your limo ride. I wouldn't let her DuckTales butt in my car either. Lord, Grand Drag still whining about Sweetie. I'm glad Sweetie's getting her free. Now we got Cynthia and Mal. So Mal said, so whose idea was it to have a big anniversary party knowing full well Penelope Thomas is pissing away her pennies? And Cynthia just lying. It was both of our ideas. I just wanted a reason to have a party. We're broke. Are you paying for it or is Peter paying for it? We're both paying for it, actually. Cynthia, you really did pay through the nose. Mal says, well, Cynthia, you're always giving his broke butt a pass. Ha! But Cynthia also said, well, Peter's right. Mal can't make it through a single conversation without calling my husband an asshole. But he is, darling, and he's spending your money. So Cynthia says, and by the way, you can't ride in the limo. And Mal said, I'm riding. How are you going to tell me I can't ride in the limo? All right, Bryson's out of jail and back at Nene's. So they asked Bryson, why did you steal? And you know how dumb kids are. He ain't got an answer. So they asked Brent, well, what do you want to do with your life? And he said he wants to be a restaurateur and party promoter. He wants to be another Penelope Thomas Burler. So Brent says he gonna stop making stupid decisions. And Nene says he's gotta move out once he gets on his feet. Well, we know that never happened. Now we're at Cynthia's anniversary party that they can't afford. Meanwhile, back at Cynthia's house, Peter's yelling at the guy who supposedly gave them this Bentley present. And he can't even finagle a free ride. Peter yelling at him, that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. That's not business. Well, according to you, it was a gift, so it isn't business. You gotta get in where you can fit in when the ride is free. All right, now the party's starting. Cynthia said, I don't feel emotional. Is that normal? It is when you're not in love with the man you're married to. It's very normal. It is when he's running through your life savings. It's quite normal. It is when he's an ass. Absolutely normal. So yeah, Cynthia, you're par for the course. So now Nene's in the room walking around. Marlo got her sugar daddy with her. Lord, Nene and Marlo. Marlo pretending she broke up with Charles Grant. Marlo wouldn't give Charles Grant the time of day. Oh God, now here comes the wicked stepmother and the wicked stepsister. The mom and the sister gonna say, we never thought you'd make it a year. Oh God, they said he's very moody. Is he bipolar? So now we got Sheree carrying more bones to Lauren. She said, you know Marlo said the F word. Cynthia, are you deaf? Cynthia, are you delayed? You gonna say Peter threw this party for me on such a small budget? You didn't want the party. You wanted to save your money. But now he had to borrow $1,000 from you for this foolishness? This wasn't for you, this was for his ego. So, of course, Kim doesn't show up to the party, proving Candy's point. So now Sheree and Lawrence show up. Marlo just lies to Lawrence's face and she says, I never said it. Lawrence and Sheree are outside talking to Candy and Candy's like, oh, there goes Sheree throwing Marlo up under the bus. At least my head wasn't the only one getting the whump whump of her tires. Candy says, she did say that though. Oh Lord, they trying to get Mal outside now for some type of toast. Leave her in, she ain't happy about the marriage. And that's the thing, if you can't act like you got some sense, the mama and the sister didn't need to be there. He said everybody but Mallory come outside. I ain't mad. We gonna make a toast to friends and family and Mallory. See, if you wasn't hiding licenses, people wouldn't have access to grind. But then again, you know Penelope Thomas is a panty waist, so of course he could never be the bigger man. If Peter was any kind of a man, he would have come over and talked to me, but he didn't. Mal, the world don't revolve around you. You are the sister-in-law. A blip, an afterthought. Like, you don't know how to get on board with their marriage. So I don't know why you think he's gonna kiss your ass. I mean, I'd figure after your husband walked out on you, you'd be used to it by now. And that was the Hefisode.